Ezekiel 17. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is short for Yahweh, YahWeh, Yod-He, Vav-He. No difference. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only. And he's an extremely jealous El. He doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And the letter J is about 600 years old, while the son of Elohim, Yehoshua, died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity more than 2,000 years ago. A direct translation from Hebrew to English, Yehoshua is Joshua. Ezekiel 17. And the word of YahWeh came to me, saying, Son of man, put forth a riddle, and speak a parable to the house of Israel, and you shall say, Thus said the Master YahWeh, the great eagle with large wings of long pinions. It's like opinions, but without the O, it's just pinions. Pinions. Covered with feathers of various colors, came to Lebanon and took the top of the cedar. He plucked off the topmost of its young twigs and brought it to the land of traders. In a city of merchants he placed it. He also took some of the seed of the land and planted it in a field for seed. He took it by many waters, set it like a willow tree, so it grew and became a low spreading vine. Its branches turned toward him, and its roots were under it, and it became a vine and brought forth branches and sent out shoots. I think that I want to say it's roots, but it says roots down below. I don't know. Anyways. And there was another great eagle with large wings and many feathers, and see, this vine bent its roots toward him, and stretched its branches toward him to water it away from the beds where it was planted. It was planted in a good field by many waters, to bring forth branches and to bear fruit, to be a splendid vine. Say, Thus said the Master YahWeh, is it going to thrive? Is he not going to pull out its roots and cut off its fruit and let it wither? All of its sprouting leaves wither without great power or many people to pluck it by its roots. See, it is planted. Is it going to thrive? Would it not utterly wither when the east wind touches it? Wither in the beds where it grows. And the word of YahWeh came to me, saying, Please say to the rebellious house, Do you not know what these mean? See, the sovereign of Babel went to Jerusalem and took its sovereign and heads and brought them with him to Babel, and he took one of the royal seed and made a covenant with him and put him under oath, and he took away the mighty of the land, so that the rain would be brought low and not lifted itself up, but guard his covenant that it might stand. But he rebelled against him by sending his messengers to Mitzrayim to give him horses and many people. Shall he thrive? Shall he escape who is doing these? And shall he break a covenant and still escape? As I live, declares the Master YahWeh, in the place where the sovereign dwells, who set him up to reign, whose oath he despised and whose covenant he broke, put him in the midst of Babel, he shall die. And Pharaoh with his great army and great company is not going to help him in battle, when they heap up a siege mound and build a wall to cut off many beams. And he despised the oath by breaking the covenant, and see, he has given his hand and he has done all this. He is not going to escape. Therefore, thus said the Master Yahweh, as I live, my oath which he has despised, and my covenant which he has broken, shall I not put it on his own head? And I shall spread and I shall spread my net over him, and he shall be taken in my snare, and I shall bring him to Babel, and enter into judgment with him there for the trespass which he committed against me, and all his fugitives with all his bands fall by the sword, and those who are left be scattered in every wind, or to every wind, and you shall know that I, Yahweh, have spoken. Thus said the Master Yahweh, and I shall take of the top of the highest cedar and set it out, and I myself shall pluck off a tender one from the topmost of its young twigs, and plant it on a high and lofty mountain. O the mountain height of Yisrael, I plant it, and it shall bring forth branches and bear fruit, and become a big cedar, and under it shall dwell birds of every sort. In the shadow of its branches they shall dwell, and all the trees of the field shall know that I, Yahweh, have brought down the high tree, and exalted the low tree, dried up the green tree, and made the dry tree flourish. I, Yahweh, have spoken, and shall do it.